The stadium in Tampa once again witnessed a sea of purple rumble as BTS continued the series of ARIRANG 2026 World Tour on the second day. But of the many great moments that happened that night, the attention of millions of fans was focused on two names that never failed to create a stir: Jungkook and Jimin. The duo, known for their incredible chemistry, once again delivered a performance that made ARMY hysterical through stunning dance moves, perfect synchronization, and one unexpected moment that immediately went viral on various social media platforms. Since the soundcheck began, the atmosphere of the stadium has felt different. Soldiers filled every corner of the venue chanting Jungkook and Jimin's names before the music even played. As the stage lights slowly dimmed and the intro began to sound, the cheers of the audience seemed to shake the entire arena. As soon as the two appeared on stage in all-black outfits with sparkling accents, the atmosphere instantly turned into an explosion of energy that is difficult to describe in words. The performance begins with an intense choreography that highlights the strength, precision, and flexibility of the movements of both. Jungkook is full of energy with sharp movements and charismatic stage expressions, while Jimin brings a distinctive softness that actually amplifies emotions in every dance step. The combination of these two different styles created a harmony that left many viewers riveted. Many fans said Tampa Day 2's performance felt more emotional than the first day. If in previous concerts they showed their powerful side, this time there is a more intimate nuance in their choreography. Some parts even look like wordless dialogue, where Jungkook and Jimin's body movements seem to respond to each other. One of the most talked about parts was when the music slowed down and both went into the contemporary dance segment. In this section, Jungkook pulls Jimin's hand to transition the formation, then the two rotate in a motion that is so smooth and almost looks like a cinematic scene. The audience was screaming hysterically when the moment happened. ARMY on social media immediately called the piece one of the most beautiful choreographies on ARIRANG's tour so far. Many said their synchronization felt impossibly too perfect, as if the two were reading each other's minds. But what really made the night different was the unexpected moment that came in the middle of the performance. As he entered the climactic part of the song, Jungkook appeared to perform small improvisations not seen in previous rehearsals. In one move, he approached Jimin and gave a spontaneous gesture that made Jimin smile before adjusting the choreography directly. That spontaneous reaction actually makes the performance feel more alive. Jimin, who usually keeps a serious expression in the segment, was seen laughing a little on stage. Stadium cameras captured the moment and instantly showed it on a giant screen. Instantly, the stadium exploded by the screams of spectators. Not stopping there, a few seconds after, Jungkook and Jimin added improvised footwork that was not seen in the previous version. Observant fans immediately noticed the change and were busy discussing whether the duo was deliberately giving a special surprise for Tampa Day 2. Many believe the improvisation to be a symbol of how comfortable and strong their chemistry is on stage. Not all performers dare to change choreography in the middle of a big performance, especially with such a high level of synchronization. One of the most striking things is how Jungkook seems to adjust the tempo several times to keep Jimin's transition smooth, while Jimin responds with extra moves that emphasize the harmony of their duet. Such small details are precisely the reason that many fans consider their performance not just an ordinary dance performance, but an artistic performance full of emotions. The reaction of the ARMY in the stadium was incredible. Many fan cams showed viewers jumping, crying, and even hugging each other after the segment was over. The cheers were so loud that they could be heard covering the music for a few seconds. On social media, hashtags related to Jungkook and Jimin skyrocketed in a matter of minutes. The short clip of the improvised moment spread quickly and was watched millions of times in just a short time. Many international fans called Tampa's Day 2 performance a legendary moment. Some even compared Jungkook and Jimin's chemistry that night to their iconic performances in previous eras. But many agree, there is a new artistic maturity visible in the ARIRANG Tour 2026. Not only choreography, small interactions between the stage also steal attention. After the dance segment was over, Jungkook was seen turning to Jimin with a satisfied smile, as if to say, "We did it." Jimin then replied with a small nod that immediately made the fans scream again. That simple moment might only last a moment, but for ARMY, such a small detail had great significance. Some fan analysts even highlight how the development of the duo is clearly visible from the engineering side. Jungkook is now increasingly dominant in power movements, while Jimin shows incredible body control in detailed movements. When these two elements are combined, the result becomes an appearance that is difficult to match. There was also a discussion about how the lighting and staging of the night seemed to support the emotional nuances of their choreography. As the duet progresses, a soft purple light envelopes the stage, giving a dramatic effect that amplifies each movement. One fan in attendance at the stadium described the experience as seeing the art of living in plain sight. Not a few also highlighted Jungkook's expression that night, which was considered very different. He seemed more detached, enjoying every second of the performance more, and several times was seen deliberately teasing the audience's reaction. While Jimin showed a graceful side that made many fans call it like dancing without gravity. The combination of the two became the main magnet of the evening's concert. Even after the completion of the main segment, the discussion about the unexpected moment just now has not subsided. Many ARMY replays of the video to confirm whether the improvisation was indeed spontaneous. The more people who watched, the clearer it became that there was a real change compared to the standard choreography. This sparked theories that Jungkook and Jimin may have deliberately prepared special surprises for each city on the tour. If true, Tampa would be one of the luckiest cities. What makes this performance so memorable is not just a matter of technique or visuals, but the emotional energy it creates. There is a feeling that the audience is witnessing something unique, which may never be repeated in the same way. And maybe that's the essence of the big show. Not just perfection, but a surprise born in an unexpected moment. After the concert ended, fan discussion in various communities continued to heat up. Many called Jungkook and Jimin's moment on Tampa Day to a candidate for one of BTS's best performances throughout 2026. Some even say, if there is a documentary of ARIRANG's tour later, this part is mandatory to enter. Because it's not just a show, it was a moment. The moment when two world-class performers show chemistry, spontaneity, and stage art in their fullest form. For the ARMY in person, the night will likely be remembered for a lifetime. For those who watched through the fan cam, that moment was enough to make them feel the euphoria of the stadium. And for Jungkook as well as Jimin himself, Tampa Day too seemed to be one of those nights when all the elements, music, dance, emotion, and surprise, met at the perfect point. Now fans are even more curious. If Tampa Day 2 is already this crazy, what other surprises await in the next city? Will Jungkook and Jimin come back with new improvisations? Or is it precisely an even greater unexpected moment being prepared? The questions continued to circulate among the ARMY. But one thing is certain, Tampa Day 2 has left a strong imprint. Millions of fans were made hysterical. The stadium shook by cheers. Social media exploded. And Jungkook and Jimin once again proved why their every move is always capable of becoming a global discussion. When the music stopped and the stage lights went out, the euphoria was apparently not really over. Because what is left behind is not only the memory of the mesmerizing dance, rather, it is the amazement of one unexpected moment that turns an appearance into a legend. And for the ARMY, the legend was named Jungkook and Jimin at Tampa Day 2.